Hey, glad to see you could all make it back. Bob service. Part, I don't know, part something out of it after the first part. I really need to tie these light wires up. I mean, it's okay for short people, but not me. So what I gotta do now is I gotta get this motor out of here, because this motor is like cramping my style. It makes the machine heavier. I got the bolts out, and I somehow have to figure out how to lift it up to get it off the chassis. And these motors aren't really light, but they're not really heavy either. I just don't feel like hurting myself. So I happen to have this system here from previous motor repairs, and it kind of works out pretty good. Let's just see if it'll work here. Apparently not. Apparently it was like, oh, video, the camera's rolling. Let's give him a hard time and not do what he needs us to do like we do every other time. Yeah, well, that hurt. That was pretty heavy. I mean, I knew it was heavy. So now we just take our nice little lift. Wheel this baby right out of here. Just like that. We're going to try not to dump the trailer though, or dump the tractor off the lift. That'd be terrible. We need to go ahead and set this baby down before she falls down. Get her packed away in the corner until we're ready for her. How many of you guys were like, would you look at that? Can you believe that? I didn't see that coming. You know, I'm not exactly the hell jack you think I am. I've done this a while and I like to think things through, and well, I get a couple pieces of equipment that I think I can do something with, and then that's what I do, because smarter not harder, I'm told. So yeah, we're going to start tearing the front end apart. I want to get this tank out of here, throw it out, do whatever. I want to get this part off right here and work on our steering. And that needs to go somewhere because it's got a little gas in the filter and it stinks, and I don't want it in here. Alright, so we got all the bolts out. Now we can go ahead and remove our cover. We got our steering wheel off. I got some throttle cables. I got some other cables. What's that right there? That's a Dubasary. Damn Dubasary. Hey, easy, easy, easy. Easy there, fella. What your problem is? There's stuff hooked up all over the place. Don't get grease on your dang sweatshirt. This is all grease right here. Should have power washed that off. So we're going to pop all this stuff off. I got some wires right here. These wires are for another safety switch. Safety switch for the mower deck. But this tractor ain't realized it yet. But then you got to worry about a mower deck where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Now let's just unhook those like that. Well, the other thing is, Well, what that is. Oh, that's a mower. That's the cable for the mower deck. Isn't it? Where's that going to that? Oh yeah. That's for engaging the mower deck. Once again, he ain't got to worry about engaging the mower deck where he's going. Oh, that's great. Got the ignition unhooked. We've got some stuff hanging on some stuff. Well, hell, it should pop right off, but it's not gonna. You know why? Because I got to take this gear off the top or something. Either the gear's got to come off, or I got to take this collar off. What do you think holds that up? Oh, nice. It's plastic, so then make sure you break it when you try and take it off, and then you can never use it again. Go figure. I take these glasses off right here so I can see what's going on. Actually, I need to move all my lights around. My lights are in the wrong spot. There. And now I'm standing in front of you so you can't see what's going on. That's even better, huh? There. Look up when you're being talked to. So this steering gear right here is plastic, of course. And only a couple things could hold it on. I don't see any of those things. I'm thinking maybe a set screw in the side somewhere. I don't think so. Maybe I should just try and pull up. Maybe it'll just come off. That's always a possibility, you idiot. Alright, so now we got that off, we can go ahead and maybe lift it off. But then again, can't, because, you know, there's something else catching. Listen, something I might want to explain to this tractor right here. It was going so easy, and now it's not. What it might not understand, I happen to have a winch over there that'll literally just rip this right off. So don't give me a hard time, because I got options. I'm gonna have to let this thing down a little bit so I can look in there and see what's going on. And I gotta be like, boy, I wish this would go down a little bit. Oh, look at that. Ain't that just the sweetest? All right. Let's see what's going on in here. You know, it'd be cool? It'd be cool if I could see. Oh, look at that, I can see. Oh, yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. No. We've got a collar in here. And I don't think that's just going to pull off. I got some 1/4" screws down there. And I'm thinking this thing just pops off like that. Alright. You know, I'm starting to like these Craftsman tractors. It's like, this is like the older brother of Black Beauty over there. I kind of think she wants to be modified. I think she knows where she's going. She's like, oh yeah. Yep, I'm gonna get me some of that. Alright, let's see if we can find a 1/4" socket. I mean, I think I have one. But if you want to go make dinner or something while you're watching this video, now would probably be a good time, because it's going to take me a minute to find this socket. I don't exactly have my 1/4" selection squared away yet. Pretty organized on my other tools, but the 1/4", not so much. I know they're there. I just gotta dig for them. Hell, at least they're in a toolbox. I mean, you're getting better. Before you just sprawl them over the workbench. And it was like every day you walked to the workbench was a surprise that you found a tool. I can hear the snow melting outside, but it's getting kind of chilly in here. I turned the heat on, but I had the camera would make all kinds of noises and it wouldn't be cool. All right, so down here we got this little fancy deal that I've seen before on other Craftsman. You know, I just need to look at this screen on the phone so I know what you're seeing. Because if I think I'm pointing the camera at something and I'm not, and it just doesn't, it's no good. So I gotta see this screen so I know what you can see. So in here, where's my pointer? I need a pointer. I need a laser pointer. I need a pointing device so when I go to point at stuff, they can see what I'm pointing at. All right, I got Mr. Craftsman right here. See, I got a Craftsman tool working on a Craftsman lawnmower. Okay, if you look down here, there's a little clip. See this little green guy here? Well, he wraps around the shaft and he pokes through there. So if I pop that clip off, this whole shaft by rights should pop out. Of course, you probably can't see that. I noticed it's a little dark down there. Maybe it's because I got my Jim Bob glasses on. But you get down in there, you take a look. There's a little clip right there. If I pop him off, you know, I got some fancy mounts for this camera. I should probably use them. So somehow, this is gonna pop off after I poke my finger. I'm gonna pull it out, see? It goes through the shaft and then it wraps around the shaft. And it's kind of like a shear pin too, so if you're driving along and front wheel catches something and before it rips your wrists apart, it's meant to break, and then you lose your steering, and then you're like, oh God, I gotta call Jim Bob. My steering's gone. So now I should be able to pull this up. Or not. Okay, that'll be an or not. Sorry. I figured that was a sleeve on the gear, but I guess not. So we're gonna go down. Once again, informational video. They're like, man, I love the information this guy gives me. It's always wrong. Makes me feel not so bad when I'm working on my stuff. Because the way he thinks it's gonna work, it doesn't work. Just makes me look great. You know, that's all part of being a mechanic. You never know. Yeah. Well, one thing's for sure. Your steering is never going to fall off your Craftsman, all right? It's not going to fall off. It's going to break, but it's never going to fall off. I should have some bolts down here, and I should be able to rip them bolts out. All I really want to do is take this cover off. That's all I want to do. You know, I figured that was colored, but it's not. And this is not going to go through there. And I don't think there's a, you know, there might be a lock screw in here, but I don't think there's a lock screw in the center. There could be. Sometimes they put an Allen screw down there. I do see something, but I don't think it's an Allen screw. I think it's pressed down. Not that you care, you're just like, just take the damn thing off, will you? What an idiot. Told you, there was a screw in there. Okay. There you go. We can call this one Learning with Jim Bob. He's an idiot, so I don't have to be. Good going, Jim Bob. Dumbass. I gotta make a sign that says that. Alright, here we go. We're off. Uh-oh. We missed the safety wire. Oh, I got it. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, we missed the other safety wire. Got that one too. Alright, there's the throttle linkage right there. We don't need that. That's out of here. Throttle linkage. Not going to be the same throttle linkage for the old 23 horse than it was the 17 horse. That's going to be a different setup. It's probably going to be a gas pedal with a nitrous switch hooked to it or something. Alright, so this is all I wanted to look at. This is the only reason I did all of this because without getting all crazy, a little fabrication's fine, but I don't want to get all stupid crazy. The only reason I'm looking to get to here is I need to make this shaft right here where the wheel hooks onto, I need to lay it back. And I know you can build them straight off and you can put the steering shaft over the motor and hook to the front end. That's what the legit race tractors do. Not about that. There's a lot going on there. What I'm thinking is I can get myself a pillow block bearing. That's a bearing, a bearing with 2 holes in it, and I can pillow block the bearing here, and then I can U-joint it. I put a U-joint in here, and then I can lay this wherever I want with another pillow block. That's my idea. I know it'll work. I don't know if there's an easier way that I should just do it, or if I should just scrap the whole steering assembly and build my own. That's a possibility. But I just want this to lay back. That's what that's all about. So you know what I might have to do? I'm gonna have to go to I might have to go to the R&D department, and cause you know I got, why are you stuck under that? I got an R&D department. I got a special R&D desk, and drawings and blueprints and such, and tolerance charts and bolt size differentials, and I ain't got none of that. And I know you're not believing me. I don't have any of it. What I need to do is I need to go sketch on some paper, figure out how to make that work, and then look up some parts to see what I can find. So I could either do my idea and just lay it back, or I can go legit steering with the race mower like they do. The only thing that I can't, I can't just lay it back now and do it, because I need to lower this front end. This front end needs to be lower. And it only needs to be lower now because I lowered the rear fenders. So obviously these are by the seats lower, and now she's gonna look like a rear dragger, like them Florida trucks. That make no sense at all. But also handling. So this thing has to drop down, and the way to do that is to drop it down. I got my axle all up in here. It's laying on the bottom. It's connected to a big hole conglomeration. What I need to try and do is get this axle so it's up more. I think before I do the steering, I might want to do that. I might want to go full-blown race steering. I know I've said it and I've repeated myself 17 times, and I keep changing my story. But the hardest thing about this is getting the steering right and the front end sitting where you want it, because I want it loaded. It needs to be low to the ground. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just go and order a front axle assembly for it, a drop axle kit, because they make one for the tractors, and I can fab it up from there. That's probably the way to go. So hey, that's been long and drawn out, and you've seen me look dumb on 3 different times. Actually more than that. There's a lot of dumb times on this video. So that's where we're at with that, and I'm gonna go to the drawing board and do some drawing, and I'll talk to you later.